For almost my entire life, I underestimated the power of just being bored, the ability to be bored in life. Because you're probably like me, you probably scroll a lot, you play video games, you watch hours of YouTube, you go to your screen time, you see there's 10 hours on it. This was all stuff that I was doing. And what I noticed is whenever I got bored, whenever I found this feeling of like emptiness almost, I would pull out my phone and I would fill up that time by doing something, by scrolling, by watching YouTube, by making myself not be bored. That was the thing that pretty much all I was doing with my life. I would go to the gym every now and then, but for the most part, I was just consuming content and trying not to be bored. And it took a while for me to realize that I should learn to be bored, because if everyone around me is doing the thing I'm talking about, is trying to not be bored and is trying to fill up their days with dopamine and Instagram and TikTok and whatever it is you do, if I can learn to be bored, if I can learn to do the quote unquote boring things that other people are not doing, I will get ahead of those other people. For example, things like reading a book. There's so much knowledge that is held behind books that people just don't talk about now because nobody reads books anymore. So there's just stuff that like you can learn from books and just various other things that you can't learn from online because people just don't talk about them. It's information that is held only behind those books or like very specific YouTube channels. But that's an example for if we're like still young. If we're older, those boring things could be starting a business or like networking with people or like cold calling people for whatever business you have. Or it could be something like writing a book. It takes hours, it takes days, it takes years, and it's boring. But if you can get through it and if you can do it and if you can put yourself into it, your whole self, you can be successful, and that could set you up for life. So essentially, if you can be bored, if you can do the boring work that nobody else is doing, it will put you ahead in life, and it'll set you up for your future, essentially. Sorry about the different scenery in this video and the shorter video. I had to record after a party today, so I couldn't go outside, but that's besides the point. If you like this video and other videos like this, subscribe. I'll be back again tomorrow. See you, bro.